And we are back with Matt Grosclose, fire and life safety educator with the Greensboro Fire Department. We're talking about fall prevention, we're talking about home safety, we're talking about fire safety. This is one of my favorite things. When it's cool in the morning, I like to have the heater in the bathroom. Tell me how I need to do it safely.
So folks love their space heaters, and one of the biggest things to keep in mind is that you should have it at least 3 feet away from anything that could catch fire. That could be towels, blankets, clothing, furniture, anything else like that. You also want to make sure it's plugged directly into the wall. You don't want to plug it into a surge protector. You don't want to plug it into an extension cord because it gets so hot. And when you're using it, you want to make sure you stay in the room. You don't leave the space heater on while you go to the grocery store or anything else like that, because there's a hazard of it overheating and causing a fire.
Yeah, and I think that's really key, because I think we plug so many things into a strip because we just feel like, well, it's surge protector, so it's got to be safer. But that is, heaters are not to be plugged into that.
That's correct.
Okay, let's talk about grilling and such, because this is the time of year. It feels great outside. Maybe we're going to cook for mom so she doesn't have to. What do we need to remember about the grill?
Well, definitely don't grill inside. Don't put it inside of the garage. If it's raining, make sure you keep it away from the house, probably about 10 feet. Make sure it's not close to the aluminum siding, any shrubbery or anything else like that. You want to keep a safe and clear distance. Okay,
and what about if we're doing s'mores? Because that's one of the favorite things around the fall and the spring and summertime.
Sure, if anybody's using a fire, again, it would be a small fire contained to a little pit or a canister that's no more than 3 feet in diameter.
Okay, and how do we need to make sure that it's actually out? Because like it dwindles down and there's just a few little embers and we're like, okay, we can all go to bed.
Ashes can stay hot for days, actually. So first off, you want to douse them completely with water, but then you also want to make sure that if you dispose of them, you put them in a metal can. You don't put them in the plastic garbage can that could then catch your trash on fire or even more.
Okay, so you actually have to get the hose out and douse it with water.
Oh, absolutely.
It's not enough to just let it burn out.
I wouldn't.
Okay, gotcha. All right, so this person says, I just had knee surgery. Can you change the batteries in the smoke detector for me?
Absolutely. If they're a resident of the city of Greensboro, they can just give us a call at 336-373-2576, and I'll give them a call.
All right, so we've been talking about fall prevention, and so we've been talking about the different kinds of mats and things you need to have in the shower, outside the shower. Just a quick regroup, you know about the shower mat inside the shower, but what was interesting to me was outside the shower when you're stepping on like a towel or something like that.
Yeah, and again, just to reiterate it, you want to make sure that you have a non-slip mat and that it has the special backing on it so that when you get out of the shower, it's not going to give way like a regular towel would.
Okay, and go ahead and hold that up for me with just one more time so that people can see it. That's that non-stick on there. Okay, and night lights, something that people should use. Doesn't really matter what their age is. That's just for safety.
Absolutely right. You think about it, when you get up in the middle of the night to use the restroom, your eyes are going to adjust. If you turn a bright light on, you can walk down the hallway. It'll illuminate where your feet are going to be. Keep on in the bathroom, keep on in the hallway, help you to prevent from tripping over anything that you may have known was there or may have appeared there, such as a pet, since you went to bed.
Gotcha. So one of the questions is it a fire hazard? Can the cord overheat? That must be what they're talking about with this and with the strip.
Yes, it can, and we see power strips quite frequently, unfortunately, if they have too many items plugged into them, especially if it's not something small, that they overheat and they will catch fire, and then you're going to have an electrical hazard. So we're talking space heaters, large appliances such as a refrigerator or anything like that. They need to be plugged directly into the wall. They should not be into a power strip.
Okay. So often we hear these like horror stories about how people's dryers have caught on fire and things of that nature. So how do we make sure that that does not happen?
Well, the recommendation would certainly be to not be running your dryer when you're not home so that you're there in the event that something happens. But always be cleaning out that lint trap. Don't overload it. Make sure you don't leave it in there and go away from the house. Some newer dryers actually have an auto fluff setting that if you don't remove the clothes from the dryer, they will turn on for 15 minutes once per hour, and that can pose a fire threat if you're not home, and it turns on once an hour for the next 8 hours while you're at work.
Okay, gotcha. When it comes to just like the safety trailer that you guys have, is this something that like any of us, as we're talking, we're thinking about like all the different like groups and stuff that we have, can we get the safety trailer to come to our event?
Yes, for large community events, it's available. We ask that it be groups of 100 or more. We're focusing on some larger things like World Refugee Day in June. We're actually hosting our own Firefighter Friday on Friday, June the 14th. That's down at Barber Park. We'll be there from 10:30 to 1:30. We'll be serving hot dogs to the kids. We'll have a couple of fire trucks down there as well. We just did a PTA event last month, And then we'll be at Safe Kids Day at the Cone Hospital this Saturday from 10 to 2. We'll be partnering up with them, and the safety trailer will be there. So if anybody wants to come see it in real life, they can also come to those events.
Okay, so this Saturday, 10 to 2, and what will the kids see there?
So we can do the severe weather demonstration. That was something I actually neglected to mention. We can simulate an earthquake, a flash flood, a tornado, and a hurricane.
In the trailer?
In the trailer. We have a subwoofer in there that gets really loud. We have a weather radio that goes off. You have thunder, lightning, a meteorologist that gives severe weather warnings. And then we actually, I don't want to ruin it too much, but we encourage the kids to make sure that they crouch down and stay away from windows and practice those good severe weather habits.
Okay, gotcha. All right. Well, if you missed any of this, maybe this is like a conversation that you've been having with your family member or your loved one about what needs to be changed in the bathroom or the house or that kind of thing. We want you to go back and watch the interview so that you have somebody else who's talking about it, not just you, right? So that's going to be in the Two Wants to Know section of our website.